Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Parrish. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the draw. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now he's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And the Bulldogs pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down. There should be no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins that time.
Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fights his way through a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bringing it back, it's Kirk. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Running back searching for a hole.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On second down, wants to throw it. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
He wants to throw here on second down. They're setting up the screen. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Getting some heat. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got his man on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Finds his target down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Kirk. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Offense set on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. They'll run the screen. Great move there. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a connection. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Coming after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And he's got it at the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, guys.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try the right side. Open space at the 25. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
On target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Georgia going back to work with another first down. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Arrow.
He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
And it's intercepted! A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tapped.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Kirk. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might as well stick with him. Running with power. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed. And he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards. So great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Plows through the defense. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's 4th. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The expressway is wide open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down.
Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun. Throwing right. Oh, how did you make that move?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds us back in the middle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.